I'm Kat Timpf. I'm filling in for Greg because he took this week off to get plastic surgery. The pictures look great, though. So, Christmas being over also might mean that a lot of you might have a harder time finding an old man with a beard to let you sit on his lap. Notice I said you and not me, because I can find that whenever I want. Am I bragging too much? Also, a lot of you guys are gonna have to wait till next year for Elf on a Shelf, but I have an elf who watches me all year round. Except he hides himself around my home. I know. It's what happens when men don't watch sports or have hobbies. Welcome tonight's guests. We went on a safari and we were still the wildest animals. Host of Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. War family. A lot. How was your Christmas?
It was great. You actually have a way of getting the best information out of my teenage daughter.
I do.
And everyone needs a friend like Kat, because everyone knows that moms are the least cool people on the planet. So to have a friend who is able to speak their language and subversively get in there and pull everything out of them, but what they don't realize is that Kat is the worst confidant in the world.
So, Kennedy, speaking of marriage, my husband was giving me a little bit of an attitude about having to drive all of us back in the rain for my cat. He was like, I'm not going to die on the New Jersey turnpike because of a cat, which I get where he's coming from. But also, like, I think what I'll do next year is, because he even suggested that, I'm going to insist on getting a car service to go back with the cat alone.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen Toonces, the driving cat, on Saturday Night Live? Well, decades ago, when Saturday Night Live was funny, there was a very special animated short about a cat who drove, but it always ended horribly. Yeah. So I think the threat has to be that Cheens will drive next year.
If we did, yeah.
And by the way, Cam is complaining about driving on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah.
You guys drove through Detroit.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, in the winter.
But if we did all die in the car crash, by the way, Cheens would somehow live. He would, but also...
His cardiologist would be like, Cheens, I'm very glad you made it through.
Absolutely. No.
But you have a dog.
We have a day, which will never happen. Up next, Republicans are a rare sight in a media that's rarely right.
I don't think anyone is being honest. And to Charlie's point, in the 90s when I was on MTV, I was like a very vocal conservative Republican. And I telegraphed that, and in the 90s, like, oh, that's fun. But now, they probably would have had me deported, even though I was born in this country. Like, that's how powerful the forces had become. But Gate era. And we felt like the silent majority had forced their propaganda on us for so long that we needed to speak truth to power. And that was an entire generation of people who were skeptics, and they were skeptical of these institutions. We don't have that anymore. And 6 of them were like, you know what, lab leak theory, it is the most plausible right now. And one was like, I don't think so. I think it hopped from a pangolin to a little bat to a human pretty quick, and they were just humping each other. And then Anthony Fauci came in and was like, fellas, here's what we do. I got 4 million reasons. First of all, you should all be wearing masks. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Second of all, here's 4 million reasons, a little envelope, why maybe you should change your mind. Because it would be bad for me if you said the lab leak was real.
Yes. Yes.
I came over to your house to tell you how much I didn't want to drink.
Yeah.
They made us mix mojitos.
It was so rough.
And drink champagne out of the shambong. They made us do that.
It was so rough for me because, you know, I have this apartment. I don't have kids. People wanted to come. My apartment turned into the bar. People come over. They want to have fun. I can't let people down. I don't want to be a bad friend. And the government did that to me, Mackie.
That's exactly what gaslighting is, Kat. They created the problem, and then they blame us for it while denying everything. They may as well just be one of my ex-boyfriends.
Yeah, that is true. She's not joking. All right, coming up, where would you choose to go if you could live inside your favorite show? Is your dream to be your favorite character from TV? Joe, what'd you pick?
I would pick The Crown. I love The Crown so much. I love every season. I love every episode. And I want to go and I want to sit and I want to drink the Queen's cocktail, which is Dubonnet and gin shaken with ice and then strained into a highball with ice with a slice of orange. And I want to drink with her sister Margaret and the Queen Mother and be like, what are we going to do about Elizabeth? She's such a prig. She's just gotten so full of herself, she's so dry. Pass the gin, Granny. Hey, Madison, wouldn't you rather become a plumber with your friend Axel?
Yeah, but plumbers have a lot of sex too, at least according to some websites.
And no student debts.
Almost as much as the pizza guys.
But it's amazing.
I don't get it.
And like men are 99% of death row inmates.
I would be a good plumber, though, I think, because I know what to do when there's a plumbing issue.
Could you imagine if you walked into someone's house with your crack hanging out?
Yeah.
That would be like a great jump start to your OnlyFans.
Yeah. But they would think it was weird because as soon as I get there, I'd be like, hold on, I got to call my dad. That's what you do. Something breaks, call your dad. Okay, don't go away. We'll be right back. Thank you to Kennedy, Charlie Hurd, Adam Hunter, Joe Mackey, and our studio audience. Fox News at Night is next. I'm Kat Timpf. And on behalf of Greg Gutfeld, I love you, America.